Hello, fellow wanderers, I'm Endri, and thank you for joining me as we wander through some more Final Fantasy Dawn of Souls. Final Fantasy II Edition. We've been swallowed by Leviathan. And that is stomach acid. And those are manta rays, which I think are different than the things we fought earlier. They certainly look different. 870 hit points. They are resistant to fire and weak to lightning. They are still a rank 5 enemy, so don't expect to get too much more XP off of them. I'm still trying to get everybody up to rank 7 on spells. Furion's good. It's these people who got all their new spells that are having the trouble. These guys are kind of rough. They still don't have much accuracy, but they're kind of rough. Good to know. Alright, Drain, which has gotten significantly more powerful. Yeah, 380, it's, I don't know what type of damage it is off the top of my head, but it sure seems to bypass pretty much every resistance, so probably untyped, if I had to wager. And we'll have you attack, we'll have you put up wall. Holy, by the way, is untyped damage, so do keep that in mind. These guys have a lot of hit points, and they have really good defense. Their defense is 60. Their evasion's not that good, but still. It'll take a while to kill them. I don't have the best weapons equipped for them either. But hey, we'll get a chance to get some hit points, which will be nice. Oh, Holy does some pretty good damage. A nice non-elemental, nothing to resist it damage. I don't mind that my guys are taking damage. The bow does some good damage. Again, it's ice. Could use a lightning weapon right now. Really could. Okay, come on, guys. Don't beat up Furion too badly. Hey, good crit. Ow. Ow. Tell you what, cure yourself real quick. There's a fine line between gaining hit points and dying. Wow, that healed you so much. Oh dear, dear, dear. Well, so much for him gaining hit points. By the way, because Guy's in the back row, he can't even be targeted. Hence why they're leaving him alone. Which is good. The other two in the front need to gain some hit points. Cool. Drain gain a level. A chest. With a twist headband. I don't remember how good and or bad that is. Let's see here. Twist headband. -2 to evasion, -2 to mental abilities, gives you resistance to mind, and +10 strength. I would say that's definitely worth using. To give you an example, the gold hairpin we're wearing, it has a 0 to spell casting and -2% to evade. So the -2 to spirit or int does not really bother me. And you do not have a helmet, and now you do. Phenomenal. Alright, let me get my map pulled up again here. This area is actually fairly linear. How badly is that hurting me? Not very. Power Vest! Let's look up the Power Vest. while we're here. I happen to be on the same page, so shouldn't be too hard to find. Power Vest, 25 defense, minus 5% evade, minus 1 int spirit. It's got better defense than the Gold Cuirass, and it's got the same evade penalty, so sure. Let's go ahead and just equip that on Furion here. The strength bonus does not stack with the Twist Headband. Ooh, Boltfish. We haven't seen them yet. Something tells me not going to respond to electricity. Absorb lightning, resist fire, resist poison, no weaknesses, 540 hit points. And still rank 5. I think rank 5 is the highest we're going to see for a while. Look how much MP that Osmos drained. That's amazing. I really don't have to worry about Maria's MP anymore now that she has Osmos. And if I could get some more tomes of it, believe me, I would put it on other people as well, but I believe it is a fairly rare drop. Boltfish, by the way, can cast Bolt 8 if they really want to. Oh, he's so close to level 7 on all of his magic. So close. Furion's been there a while, but he had a lot of catching up to do with his melee anyway. Because he was way behind. Furion's sword level actually increased. What are you at now? You are at 8. Excellent. We need to put you on staves or barehanded. I tell you what, we'll put you on barehanded. This will give you a chance to get some more hit points. Why, you say, will it give him more hit points? Because his evade drops to 55%. Yes, shields represent a large portion of evade. Keep that in mind. Anyway, continuing on. That is a disturbing door, if I ever saw a disturbing door. There is one treasure on this floor. Shall we find it? We're inside Leviathan's stomach. You don't say. Leviathan has swallowed us all. Well, yes. Power Armlet. Ooh, that sounds fun. Power Armlet, minus 3% to evade, minus 2 to int and spirit, 19 defense. These are essentially the best armlet you can get. They can drop off of monsters later. We'll hope that they do. For the moment, though, since you do not currently have a strength-boosting item, you may have the Power Armlet, and we are pretty well set for strength boost. The gold hairpins provide agility, by the way, and here is our 4th party member. New arrivals, eh? So who are you? I've been to Mysidia, a town full of mages. Dragoons? As a matter of fact, I am a dragoon. What? The dragoons and the wyverns have all been destroyed? That's absurd. Wyverns? What about them? What's with you people? Alright, let's actually go with what he really wants to see. Crystal Rod. So you guys were after the Ultimatome too, when you got swallowed up. Well, since we're looking for the same thing, we might as well team up. There's a boat up ahead, but there's also one tough monster standing in our way. Who knows? Together we might be able to take it down. The Dragoon, Richard, joins the party. Excellent. Let's see what he's got. A flame lance, a golden shield. We are going to be removing that stuff and giving you a gold cuirass. What do you look like here? You're good with swords, you're good with spears. You're not really good with anything else yet, though we will be fixing that. Do you have any magic? You do not. Good strength, decent spirit, horrible intelligence, horrible stamina, oh, good stamina, decent agility. Alright. If you are going to play through the next part of the game, the rebirth part of the game, you are going to want to give him some things. Let's give him Aura. Basically, we're going to load him down with spells. And we need Drain on him. That would be good. Basically, we're going to give him the tomes I don't particularly care for. Toad, sure. Death? Does that seem like a good idea? Sure. We have Aura, we have Drain, Toad, Death. Did we give him Blind? Oh, we did give him Blind, alright. We could give him Berserk. That'd be good to have. We don't have an extra haste tome, or I would give him a haste tome. I don't care about Scourge or Thunder. Though I might. In fact, let's give him that. We're going to get Minwu in the other one. So we might as well give him some black magic emphasis here. And I'm not going to really train him up in them. I'm going to use him purely as a bruiser at the moment. Break? Sure. And that should be good for now. He will become a black mage in the future, but I'm not going to take the time to level him here. I will level him a bit later. Come here. Right when Leviathan opens its mouth, there's a second where we could escape, but there's just too many monsters. We were swallowed whole. Yes, you were. We can't rest here, though? Aw, sadness. Well, this is just great, isn't it? Are we supposed to live out the rest of our lives in here? Got some chairs and tables, you seem pretty well set up. Leviathan is the beast that protects the seal of the tower. It looks like it swallows up anyone who has a crystal rod. See? I've got a crystal rod right here. 10 years I've been living here. There's no way out, I'm sure of it. The sooner you give up and accept it, the better it will be for you. None of this would ever have happened to us if it weren't for that old man and his stupid crystal rod. Interesting. How did they get a crystal rod? We had to get the 2 masks to get the crystal rod. Interesting. Alright, so that takes us to the 3rd floor. There are a couple more treasures here that we are going to want to get. More bad water. We definitely want a Gaia blade. You're good with lances. We'll leave you on that. But we'll remember that we have that. Ooh. A sea dragon. Ooh, that's different than we've seen so far. Let's take a look and see what a sea dragon is. 870 hit points, rank 5, weak to lightning, resistant to fire. Remember how I said I wasn't going to train Richard up at all with those abilities? I lied. We're at very least going to teach him how to use the buffing ones. The debuffs I'll worry about later, but I do want him to learn how to use his buffing spells. Those will be very important. He's also just going to be awful for now. Which is sad. He is not at all ready to take on these enemies. He had no MP. That's kind of funny. Cure him, if you would. Let's go ahead and learn Berserk a little bit there. Yes, hit him. That is a preferred choice. Beat him up. There goes Richard. I'm going to have to thin the field out a little bit, I'm thinking. Let's see here. Well, we'll cast Barrier in the meanwhile. It'll be a couple rounds before we're ready to revive Richard. Let's see. We'll put up a wall. And this round will revive Richard, I'm thinking. Up you get. Ouch. Oh good, you can't attack again this round. What other buffs did we get you? We got you Drain. I want to... Drain you can learn. That's frustrating. Right. We're going to have to hope for slightly easier battles for Richard. Diamond Shield. Monster at a box. What do we have? Red Souls. Fair enough. We are just going to put a shell up. Hopefully fast enough to save Richard's life. Okay, he's not taking that much damage. We will be keeping Richard for a little while, so no worries there. This should at least help his magic defense get up closer to the parties. He is not our final party member. He is the final party member that will go to Rebirth of Souls, but he is not the final party member in the game, as far as the fourth member goes. There is no point using magic on them. Good. They're all 6. And we'll have you practice Aura here. And we'll just let them slowly tick our hit points down. And give a chance to get some stamina and HP boosts for Richard. I'd also like some MP boosts for Richard. So you'll have to pardon. It's going to be a small bit of grind just to try and get Richard up to par. You'll note he's substantially weaker than the rest of the party, which is no good. So let's go ahead and put Berserk up. Largely pointless, but might as well. I think Richard should definitely get some hit points after this fight. I think he's lost more than an eighth of his hit points. That is really annoying. Fortunately, much like the boss version of them, which I think is actually identical to this one, they don't have much MP. How did we do? Ah, good. Oh, very good. You're up to 10. And I'm actually going to end up using an ether on you. And you as well. You're a bit low. Alright. There's a boss up here. I don't want to fight it. Oh, excellent. Still gaining more MP, and I believe it gained an evasion rank. Yes. Ah, you're still only at 6. You have a ways to go. Richard, what is your lance ability at? 8, almost 9. Can we actually get up to 9s now? In here? I think we might. Well, anyway. Keep him topped up. A couple more fights. Oh, Richard, you're underwhelming, to say the least. Back to full with you. Run around a little more. He's getting better. Very slowly and very surely. Getting better. Oh, unarmed. 7. Getting closer. Your shield goes up to 10. Wow. His is at 6. That could be a problem. Ah, level 8 cure. Very nice. Richard, on the other hand, is just... Or Rickard. I keep calling him Richard. Rickard. Is just not quite where I need him to be. Oh well. Well, that's probably enough stalling. Let's move on. Oh, aren't you ugly? Here it is, a roundworm. Make it past this thing and we can get the hell out of here on that boat. Roundworm, you say? Rank 7, which is the highest rank. 2,500 hit points. No weaknesses, no drops, no immunities or strengths. Fine, I can deal with that. Let's start by blinking everyone. Oh yes, he has got 100 defense. That's going to be fun. Drain. Protect. We're just going to use up Rickard's MP as much as we can here. Oh, that slices right through his defense. That worm is not long for this world, to say the least. And with that out of the way, Your barrier's level 7. Excellent. Let's get them all up. Let's have you use a Dray. Yes, I think this will be sufficient. He isn't much of a threat now. Go ahead and use Holy on him. The only sad thing is he won't live long enough. Rank 7 monsters aren't very common at this point in the game. And he gets the boss death. Good for him. We've got ourselves a ship. Excellent. I would suggest using a cottage now if you need to. We have a very tall tower to climb. Fair warning, once you go through the tower, well, all the world changes. So don't go through until you're ready for the monsters to change on the main part of the world. And yes, be wary of that. Let's toss a save and see how far into this tower we can get. And there's the crystal rod. And we're in. Let's start looting. First treasure's over here. Ah, new enemies. Imps. 300 hit points, rank 5, resistant to fire, ice and lightning. Can cast Confuse and Blink, and can inflict poison. Keep that in mind. Once everyone gets up to level 7 magic, I think I'm going to slowly work my way towards 8. It depends on how weapon levels are coming along, really. That's never good. That's really not good. Ah. And they snapped out of it immediately. Go ahead and toss in your Berserk here. I'd like you to use up enough MP to get another MP up. We'll see how far we can get him. Ooh. That wasn't good. The imps are a little annoying. You killed yourself there, which means one of the enemies will probably finish the job for you. That Confuse, though. That is super annoying. The fact that it keeps hitting is really annoying. Oh, that missed on everyone. Fantastic. Goodbye, Rickard. Oh, it's level 16. We need to silence those in the future. If I survive this encounter. They don't have a lot of hit points, fortunately. But man, can they do that every round. Ow. Get up, Rickard. There we go. He's good offensively. Just not defensively. What do we have here? Ether. Very good. We have more treasures, though. This way is best. It dawns on me. You are at 8 hand-to-hand. Let's give you a staff and a shield again. That will work. I don't know if it rightly matters which shield they have. Let's take a look. Gold Shield, Ice Shield, Flame Shield, and Diamond Shield all have the same evade. The Dragon Shield, which you can win as a drop, has better. Fair enough. A Staff. As in the incredibly weak basic staff. Yes. Low on MP again. Now then, if I were a hidden passage, that would be right there. A white robe. Excellent. So, the white robe has a 30 defense, a minus 5% evade, 21% magic defense, and no int or spirit penalty. So, the black garb raises agility. The twist headband raises strength. I would like him to have more agility, but to be honest, he is the best one to wear the white robe. Even though the black guard has better defense, that being said, we're going to give you that. Why? Because I desperately, desperately need Rickard to wear the black garb now. I have any better? I do not. Alright. Let's go ahead. There's at least one more treasure on this floor. Here's a hint. It's not worth getting. Should be right over here. Another staff. Yay. Up the stairs. Up we go. This tower is a bit on the tall side, I would say. And this is a little mazy. How do we do this? We should go to the right first. To the right first, I think. A flame bow. Useless. A flame lance. Also basically useless. And now we want to go back and then west. Furian, you're doing well. Ah, it's bow time for you. What kind of bow can we give you? We have an ice bow. Excellent. Into the back with you. You'll be there a while. We want to go actually a little south. Heading around this way, we'll find. If you want to increase your MP in a hurry, and you have Osmos, Use it on an undead. You'll get an MP boost. Also, don't use Os. Right, still at 6. Quite far behind. Oh, it just gets more flaming, doesn't it? Interesting. Right. How are we going about this? It looks like we're going this way. Oh, the pain. I don't think we can get any random battles here, though. Let's go this way. Ah, that's a one-way door, isn't it? Well, let's head across. What do we have over here? A flame sword. We will not be equipping that. Let's head this way. Ooh. Basilisk and Mulbul Terra. Basilisk is a rank 6 enemy. 750 hit points. No weaknesses, no strengths. Can use Gaze 5. Marlboro Terra, 1000 hit points, rank 6, resistant to lightning and poison. A little rough. Ah, we've maxed out Osmos. Marlboro Terras don't have any. Do Basilisks have MP? They have MP. Drain that for me. We'll do Aura. Ooh, that's the good stuff. That was not the good stuff. Ah yes, paralysis on hit. Irritating. He no longer has the MP to cast his spell. Excellent. That didn't actually work on him. That's, sad. We're going to Osmos. You as well. And no really. Get up. Nom nom. Thank you. If you could berserk us all, that would be fantastic. Well, they can definitely hit us now, can't they? And let's drain a life, shall we? The game is getting serious. Oh, then again. We're getting close to the end. Ow. I don't know why they tend to gang up on particular characters. I think the AI automatically targets what they consider the weakest character on the field. It certainly seems to be that way. Yes, stab him with the lance. There we go. There. Oh, you're at 9 staves now. Excellent. However, we would like you to be using something else now. A Gaia Blade. I think that will work. How are you doing with bows? 6. You're still at 6. You're nowhere closer with the lance. Ah, you're up to 7. You're up to 7. You're up to 7. Good. Flame Helm. I'm not going to bother. Flame Armor. I wonder what element... You make good progress, but you must defeat me if you wish to continue your ascent. Well, he got big. We've got a Fire Gigas, and we've got a preemptive strike. That poor Fire Gigas. 1800 hit points, rank 7. Weak to ice, absorbs fire, can drop the Flame Sword, Flame Armor, and Confuse Tone. So, as this is a real boss, let's start with Haste. His magic defense is actually quite poor, and I would like to take advantage of that. Let's start with Link. We'll use your Berserk, why not? It's getting up there in ability. Well, that took care of his MP. I see no real reason to need to use more magic than that. We will use Protect quickly. And just for the easy points, we'll use Drain. And then I think we will switch to all-out attacking. Oh, those ice bows. We are now basically invincible. The Flame Lance is not so useful. And there goes the Fire Gigas. Boss 1 down. Flame Armor. Yay. On to the 4th floor. Oh, and we're not done yet. Not by a long shot. We have a chest with an ice shield. Yay. If we go this way, we should find some treasure. What do we get? An ice lance. Is that better than a flame lance? Why, yes, it is. Excellent. Devil's Bloom. We haven't fought them yet. (1,140 hit points, rank 6, weak to fire, resist ice. They don't seem to drop anything, and they can inflict venom and confuse with their strikes. So keep that in mind. That being said, this tower is proving to be quite tall. So I would come with lots of ethers and or elixirs stocked. We got that done. Let's drain you a little, shall we? There we go. Less risk of dying. That poor raid. You're up to 8 with swords. Very nice. Let's get you a dagger? Yes, a dagger will do. We have the orichalcum, but I think we have better. We have the ripper. We'll have you use the ripper. Is anyone else doing well? A 7... Still 7s. They're almost ready to get off the bows, though. Ice gloves. We will not be using them. Let's see. One more chest to go. This way. Ice armor. Also not going to use it. Firion, you finished with the bow. Excellent. We're going to give you a... Where is it? I've got one. A flame sword. And a flame shield. And back to the front with you. Ah, more damage floors. And a couple of treasures on this floor. How do we get to them? Ah, we've gotten one of them already. We're just going around. Ah, Rickard got an evasion level. Excellent. Last chest on this floor, and we get an ice sword. Ah, Rickard's intelligence is starting to actually get up a little bit higher. 20 now. Very nice. And here we have our boss. You make good progress, but you must defeat me if you wish to continue your ascent. Let me guess. An ice gigas. How did I guess? 2,000 hit points, rank 7, weak to fire, absorbs ice. Well, we'll treat him like a big boy boss. Starting by draining his MP. I don't imagine he'll give us much more trouble than the last one. There goes all his MP, which means he can't cast his spells. Osmos. Incredibly nice. And we'll use your Berserk. And that should be all this boss rose. Oh yes, 2,000 hit points is not going to last long for him. I'm not even going to switch to better element weapons. And he's done. Guy's bow level increased. To what? 8. Finally, you're done. We can now give you something better, like, I don't know. Ice Brand? Sure, let's give you Ice Brand. And I have a funny feeling that a Diamond Shield will be appropriate for the next floor. That being said, I think we're going to save it here, and I will see you all when our paths cross again. Have fun and be safe, everyone.